Fitz is here now. We'll set up the rotation after the break, probably with him in mind, and we'll go from there.
What about how? Like, is he?
He's in the equation, but like I said, I think Fitz is the one that will jump into the rotation.
Alex, how good in general do you feel about the rotation depth? Even without.
Yeah, we're good. I mean, we still have Harrison, right, and Tanner, Fitz. We got guys, so we'll be okay.
Do you have Walker going to go to that first game in Philly?
We haven't got to Philly yet.
How much did you talked about it the other day, but how much did you wrestle, if at all, with the idea of playing Ceddanne at second base?
We had to today. No Alex, and Romy will play first, but he's a little bit banged up from playing all those games, so giving him another day makes sense. So this is the only way we can align today.
Have you guys had any conversations with Tanner about his role after the Yeah, have you had any conversations with Tanner about his
Not
role,
yet.
whether it will be starter or reliever?
Not yet.
I remember in spring training you said you thought it was important to keep Ceddanne, and so now obviously things change.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think he's benefited from, just playing that one position?
Honestly, that's something that Reyes brought up. Like, if him playing second is going to affect him, I don't believe so. I think he's in a good spot offensively. He actually likes these challenges. We talked about it a few days ago. Yesterday, he was at second taking ground balls, and he looked like he's been playing there the whole season. So, but he wants to win a Gold Glove. He wants to be the best defensive center fielder in the big leagues. That's something he talked about it in the offseason. He talked with Huddy. They've been working hard to get to this point, and he's been amazing. So this whole second base thing, he's not going to play every day at second. He's not, But to make it work, in a sense, like at one point having all the lefties in the lineup, except Marcelo, at that point, yeah, he probably plays once a week, if that, But at least we know we can move him around, right, if needed, and he's up to the challenge.
How many conversations do you have with these guys about constantly saying, "Are you comfortable here, not there, this and that"?
Not many. I mean, they're into it. They bought into the concept. We talked as a group a few days ago. Like, this the route that we're taking, and somebody is not going to start, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to play. Yesterday, Roman changed the game with one at bat. So they're all into this. They understand that we have 13 capable guys that at any given night they can contribute, and they're ready for that.
When do you think the last time was as a manager when you had trouble narrowing it down? You had enough good players that, it was hard to leave a guy out.
Yeah, I mean, 18 we were platooning, right? So that wasn't we platooned at second, at first, at third, behind the plate, but they had their roles, right? I think this is the first time since I've been here, that this is happening, but it's not a problem.
Right.
It's actually, good for us, and we'll make it work. And when you have guys that, they understand, and they'll benefit from it too. Like we're gonna get to August, and the weather is gonna be hot in certain places, and keep them off their feet is important for what we're trying to accomplish.
Whether it's been Romy or Marcelo or now Ceddanne, how much have you guys benefited from good players being able to play at different positions?
It's been great. Obviously you would like to roll the same guys every single day, but we're not there. And these guys are really good at what they do. And you can move it around. Toro, Romy, they've been amazing for us. The Ceddanne thing, we knew it going into the season. And, Marcelo is the one, for being, what he did yesterday at second base, that was great, just a good defender, So we're in a good spot in that aspect. We're versatile enough that we can maximize the roster.
You said a couple times, as an aside, he could play first if you wanted him to. Would you?
No. I'm just saying that he can stand there and make. I have no doubts that if I tell him, hey, you're going to play first tomorrow, he'll play it easily. Yeah, but we're not going to.
That's not good. Think about it.
We got Masa.
Bregman came out yesterday okay?
Yeah. He did a good job yesterday. Actually, I saw the video of him jumping around at first. After I saw it, I was like, oh, shoot. But he's a veteran. He understands. He's been through this. And, we'll take care of him. He'll start tomorrow. He'll stay here in Boston, kind of like keep rehabbing, keep getting the workload up there, and then he'll play 2 out of 3 in Chicago.
Do you have anything new on Guerrero, Birdie, Sandoval, any of these you can?
No.
I thought you were kidding last night about Ceddanne hitting second, but what went into just with Bregman out made sense to move on.
Yeah.
Alex, corny question, but from me, for those that aren't at the park,
Oh, okay.
could you just describe what it's like from your position to watch that, to hear the ball, and then to see the ball go over, just the crowd go crazy? What it's like from your perspective?
You know, the fun part is like today you look at every angle, you know, from from third base, first base, overhead, you know, and the reaction of the fans. And like I said, they were locked in yesterday, you know, and I joke about the wave, but it's real, you know, like there was only one yesterday. So that means they were into the game, you know, so it was loud. It was, at one point I thought it was Saturday, to be honest with you. You know, I forgot, you know, Fridays are cool here, but, you know, it felt like a Saturday night game, you know, and, you know, when Roman came in to pinch hit, you know, the standing ovation, and he got on base, and the chants, and, you know, the noise, you could tell, you know, like they had the pitch come and they had to cover it to hear it, and that's what we want. You know, it was on us, you know, to make it better here. We've been average or below average for a few years here, and now we're giving them, you know, something they wanted, right? So it's collaboration now, you know, so hopefully they can show up and keep being loud, and hopefully we can ride this all the way till the end.
With Garrett's last start before the break here, well, obviously you had a lot riding on him heading into the year and the extension and all that, but like how much more has he lived up to expectation maybe, or just, you know?
The leader, to be honest with you, every 5 days we know he's going to be on the mound, but what he's doing in the clubhouse, you see him in the dugout, he's always into games, you know, talking to pitchers. Yesterday, Weiser came out, he didn't like the slider, they were talking about grips and all of that. He's very similar to Alex in that sense, you know, like him and Walk, you know, well, Walk has more experience obviously, but he's very smart, you know, and you know, with the contract, stuff comes in with the territory, right? You have to, you know, be that guy, you know, and we haven't had a guy like that in a while. We have some good ones throughout the years, you know, and now that he's the ace of the Red Sox, you know, he's doing an amazing job.
He's still a young guy, like, and he's been around for a couple years now, but still, like, how, I guess, rare is that to be the guy that people, you know, the leader, and he's like 25, 26?
I think when you signed that line, you know, he wanted to do that. He wanted to be here. He understands what comes with that, and he's been great.
Full go today?
Yeah.
You mentioned Alex rehabbing here.
Yeah, he's staying here, yeah.
He's not going to go to Atlanta?
He'll go to the home run derby with his son,
Okay.
and then he'll fly back Tuesday morning.